Well, I've done a lot of military stuff in the past. I played soldiers and stuff, but this is a completely different thing. And the SEAL guys that we had that were training us were like, they made damn sure that we were going to look real, And so the training was intense. I mean, by the time you finished the training, you felt like you'd shot a big portion of the movie, but we'd never rolled cameras, But they didn't let anybody cut any corners. I think people are going to be really surprised when they see everything that's happened to Axe and Murph and Dietz, and all of a sudden, Marcus is there and he's alone, and it's just a matter of time, and how is this plausible that this guy could survive this? There's no way. He's out there on his own in the middle of nowhere. You see how serious and capable the Taliban are. And then to have this guy risk his life and his child's life and the women and children in his village, this is not that kind of flag-waving movie. This is about, it's a much bigger, broader thing, and I think it's going to really appeal to people. And, I just found that so inspiring and gave me so much hope, just in the world, and, because there's a lot of bad things that happen, but there's a lot of people out there that love people and want to help people and care. And just that act of heroism was just mind-boggling to me. We're looking for Ahmad Shah. It's a kill mission, but if not, we're going to at least get some better recon. There's very few pictures of him in Iraq and what they're doing, what they're planning on doing. And, we spot them. But, once the mission is compromised, and we have a serious decision to make between the four of us as to either, let these boys and this old man go and risk, engaging in a gunfight, or, killing them, and, that there's consequences to that too. And, but the mission is to go and locate Shah, and if possible, take him out. Marcus is a team leader, and also the medic. So you have Murph, who's the LT, the lieutenant, and then it goes to Marcus, and they had a very, very special bond, those two, and Marcus, I always loved talking to him about his relationship with those guys, because it always made him feel good to talk about how much he loved them and how much they loved him, and how tight they were. But yeah, he's the team leader and the medic. Very loose, very easy, open for suggestion, trying things, gonna push you. He's not gonna take anything other than your best at all times. But best working experience I've ever had, under the toughest conditions. But it was a blast, Get out there and you do it and make it real. He wants to hear from everybody. He's like, but he's driving the train. He knows what he wants, and he knows how he's going to get it. And that it takes a very special individual, to go into the military, to be able to go through buds, to pass, to not quit, to not give up. And then the journey begins, But that's what they do. They sift through everybody, and they know. I think, the guys that I talk to that train the SEALs and buds, they kind of know the ones that are ripe for picking, and the guys that are just not going to cut it, pretty early on. But they push you, they push you and they push you and they push you, and the strength and the heart that they have. It's I'm glad they're on our side. Taylor, actually, what really impressed me about him, he was doing a junket at a hotel the same time I was doing a junket, and he just came down and introduced himself. And I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I just thought, it's just a real guy's guy. And Pete had already sung his praises, but just the talk that we had, I was like, we're in good shape. We got a good team of guys, and they all cared. And like I said, all the egos and all that was left at the door. We were here for mission to tell the story and to make these guys proud and to look like SEALs. It's a human story about heart and, God. I keep going back to Gloob, I mean, there's so much to it, it's obviously it's about the guys and their bond and what they do in the sacrifice, but there's only one reason why Marcus walked out of there. It's something that'll stay with you for a long time, and hopefully the movie will impact audiences the way the making of the movie has impacted me and everybody else, and the crew, and the guys, and the family members.